Mike James Rock Show.
You're watching the Mike James Rock Show.
Right, it's Mike from the Mike James Rock Show, and we're at Slam Dunk 2018. And we're joined on the very plush and soft seat with Comeback Kid. How's it going, man?
Very well, very well. How are you?
I'm hot and sweaty, but other than that, I am all about today. It's awesome. There's a good buzz going around already. You guys played the Slam Dunk North yesterday,
yes.
And I was scouting social media. I wanted to see what was going on yesterday because I was feeling jealous. And everyone's buzzing about your set.
It was fun.
I don't know if you've checked it out yourself, but there's a lot of people buzzing about you guys at the moment, man. That's got to be cool to know.
That's great to know. I haven't really done any perusing myself, but no, we had a good time on stage, and it looked like everybody out there was too. So yeah,
that's cool. And it's perfect weather as well for a band like yourselves. We've been playing your new single, the cover, recently. How did that come about? Because it's an unusual track to cover as well.
Yeah.
Like when we dropped it, I said to Dan, it's like, you won't know this song until the chorus kicks in. And the chorus kicks in, and we're both there in the studio giving it all the beans kind of thing.
Yeah, no. How did that come about? Well, I guess Andrew and I kind of had the idea completely separately, because I have a list on my on my notepad just of songs that, I get bored and I just think, you know what, we could probably put our little twist on this. So I got a long list of songs that I think we could pull off.
Yeah.
And when we were recording the last record, we were just kind of like, should we do a cover as well? We're in the studio for a while, so that song came up, and we were just like, you know what, this makes sense. And as we delved into the lyrics, they're kind of talking about the Aborigine plight in Australia, which Canada, we have a similar, history, where the people have, lost a lot of land and whatnot. So it kind of resonated, and I actually reached out to the singer, and his office got back to me, because Peter Garrett's, he's a politician now.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, could we get permission to change the lyrics in the verses to kind of be a little more Canadian? And they're like, we're not authorizing any change of lyric or whatever. So we just went ahead and kept it that way. But
the sentiment's there, though, isn't
the sentiment is there, and but musically we've been a huge fan of that song, and we just thought we'd put our spin on it. And
are you doing it live?
We're not doing it live yet. I know we've been disappointing a lot of people because we just came back from Australia, but we should have got our shit together and done it. But oh well.
How was the Australian tour?
It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, it's been a little while since we were back there, but it was a well-received tour. So
That's
cool.
Cool.
We were psyched to get back there.
Well, it seems everywhere you're going at the moment, you guys are firing on all cylinders, and it's a good buzz about you. Does it feel good in the camp as well?
Does it feel good?
In your camp, in your base?
Oh yeah. I mean, anytime a band that's, we've been a band for 18 years now.
Is it that long?
Yeah, we started in 2000. So when you've been a band for that long and you put out a new record and it gets well received, it's part relief and part like, I'm glad, we...
heart soothing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad it still connects, and we don't take any of that for granted.
Especially nowadays, because the music industry is so fractured and splintered, and
it's all over the place
and everywhere.
You see a band drawing 5,000, and then all of a sudden 2 years later they're gone, right? So we feel very lucky that we've been able to strike a chord with people with every record, and just kind of have the longevity we've been able to have. So
it's getting increasingly difficult for bands just to be able to sustain it as well. We've seen bands. There's probably bands here that are playing like the big stages, like I said, in front of 5,000 plus people, and they're going to work on Monday and Tuesday driving vans or whatever. It's very hard for bands. How are you guys finding it? Because like you said, you started 18 years ago, and the industry was completely different. It was all about the illegal downloads now, and nowadays bands have to give away 3 tracks before an album comes out, kind of thing. It's crazy.
You just have to be able to navigate the ever-changing waters, I guess. I mean, I'm going to be going home, and we don't have Uber in my city, but we have a ride-sharing service that I drive for when I have time. I have a 2-year-old, and I do music, so it's kind of like a good fit where I can just like turn the app on and drive when I have some time. So we have to go back to our day jobs too, to a degree, but I mean, for the most part, we're able to make enough money to go home to pay the bills, but we still have to supplement.
How do you find balancing the tour life and the recording band life with being a father to a young child?
With being a 42-year-old dad, yeah. No, it got harder when when the kid came into the picture, because you know, it tugs at the heartstrings. You're like, I was just FaceTiming with him on the ride down. He was like, "Dada, when are you coming home?" You know, and it's just like I wish so much I was home right now, but at the same time, it's like I'm still very fortunate to have a career where I'm able to have a job that I love and able to earn an honest living doing something that I love doing. So, you know, it is tough, but that's life. You know, you gotta make a buck somehow, and if you can do it doing something you love, I think you have to realize that that's something that not everybody can do. So,
are you starting to make plans for the future for new recordings and tours and things like that?
We have some tours coming up. As far as recording, I don't think we're going to be in a big rush to get back into the studio because I mean it hasn't even been a full year since the record came out.
True.
We don't want to just pump out record after record. Like, we want to do everything very naturally and organically. Like, if we're not ready to start writing and we don't want to shuffle ourselves, 'cause that's how you end a career really quick. When the record label says we need a record every 18 months, some bands can do that, but I mean, I just don't want to like feel like we're this clog in the wheel. Like, I want to do things on our terms, so we don't feel like we're burning ourselves out.
Well, like you said, you're at a certain age now, and you've got children and family responsibilities, that kind of thing. So it's probably going to create more of an impact to going out on smaller tours now and then instead of constantly on the road or constantly in the studios.
And we don't want our set list to get lost in the shuffle. Like, we have 6 records now, but I mean, if we did it as quickly as some of the labels would have wanted us to every 18 months, that's a lot of records, and I honestly feel like we would have diluted our songwriting, you know, in that time, maybe lost some of the passion. Because now, you know, when you write when you feel ready, that's when I think you make your best music. When you're under pressure from an outside force, it doesn't come as honestly and naturally. So I think, you know, right now we're in a great situation with Nuclear Blast, where, you know, they work with older bands, so they know how
they've really got their finger on the
works.
pulse as well, because they've got the legacy bands, they've got bands like yourselves in different styles all over, but they're also picking up the fresh new bands and pushing them through. So
I think they have a good mix right now.
It's been absolutely awesome catching up with you, man. I wish you luck with the rest of the tour in the summer and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully you'll get time to go home and see the family sometime.
Yeah, we got 2 months coming off with just one festival that I'm going to fly the family out for and do a little week-long trip around with them, so they get to be part of the fun too now.
That's cool. Well, thanks very much, man. That's
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Right, it's Mike here. If you enjoyed the interview with Comeback Kid, hit the notification, subscription, and the little bell thing as well, then you'll get everything we do. And thanks very much.
Welcome to the My James Rock Show.